Although the buck chasing these does is a really small and really young deer, it was encouraging to me to see some form of rut, and I was hopeful that the rut was right around the corner and that I'd catch a big buck on his feet cruising for does sooner rather than later.
It's November 21st. It's about 2:40 in the afternoon. We're back on the west side of the ranch. Got in this spot pretty quiet and pretty early today. Hopefully the bucks will be rutting, chasing some does. I don't know, we've got a good wind, south wind in our face. Hawks is over on the east side of the ranch. And hopefully we get lucky and a big buck will come through. We can get an arrow in him, but if not, I can hear some turkeys about 100 yards away. Might have to get a turkey for Thanksgiving.
We're over here on one of the food plots tonight. Hawks is over on the east side of the ranch, and it's really windy. West-southwest wind. We're in here real early. Haven't seen very many mature bucks on their feet yet. Usually they're rutting full swing by now, but I think it's gonna be a little late this year. Hopefully we can get a love-hungry buck to chase the little trail of tinks that I sprayed out in the food plot, starting at the fence where they usually jump. We're still testing out the divide and conquer tactic. Hopefully that doesn't bite us too much. In a self-filming situation. I kind of think we're going to see some bucks tonight once the wind lays down a little bit. Hopefully we can get an arrow and a big one, and we'll see.
Don't matter if it's nighttime, daytime, it's daytime down by the white line. When the guitar shreds, keep turning head to the sound coming out of Broadway. Oh my Lord, you can't stand forward, spinning gold-plated wheels. Get me to finest field, LA high heels, all that sets the feel. Southern lights, yeah, the Southern lights. Southern lights, yeah, the Southern lights. Give me a big old home where the buffalo roam, out in the heart of Franklin. Gotta earn your spot, get to the top, on the outside looking in. Where shine meets fit, writing #1 hits, always on the go. If you love this town, just look around and tell everyone you know. Don't matter if it's nighttime.
We're starting to get pretty frustrated. We're not seeing the big bucks that we usually do this time of year. Lots of young bucks cruising on their feet, but it's just not happening with the mature bucks yet. I think that, I keep saying this, but I think sooner or later they're going to get up on their feet and we're going to get an opportunity. Monday morning, November 28th. I'm going to give it one last shot on this Thanksgiving trip. Seen a lot of deer, just hadn't happened yet. I'm going to give school the boot and pick hunting. It's always a good day when you get to do that. We'll see what happens. Finally, the deer I've hunted so hard all year. Hunted him as smart as I possibly could as far as wind goes. My number one hit lister, Slick. He's a mainframe 11 point with a split G3 on the right side. Probably going to be 13 or 14 points with stickers off the bottom. Had pictures of him all year long, starting in the summer. And I knew it would just be a matter of time before I caught up with him. He stepped out at 3 or 4 yards, and I really got a feel for how big this deer truly was. This isn't the post-shot interview that I was hoping for. That was an absolutely giant deer. Slick was even bigger than I thought he was. He, as you can tell from the video, I hit him higher than I would have liked. Initially, I thought I smoked him straight through both lungs. Textbook shot, as you can probably tell from the reaction on the video. Went back to watch it. Could tell it wasn't what I wanted, but I thought we were gonna be okay. And so what you can tell, I hit him in what a lot of people call no man's land, right in between the spine and the top of the lungs, and that's just not any good for a bow hunter. It's unfortunate. We tracked him hard, and then somebody I recommend you to is we were struggling to find much blood. We called Jeff Bonner out of Pampa, Texas. You can check out his website at Topo Texas Tracking. And he brought his dog out and we got on the trail and tracked this deer for a long way. But he eventually looked and turned to me and said, he was saying about how many deer he's tracked, and deer hit like this tend to survive. And he seemed really, really confident that this deer is going to survive, and that in a week or two, it's really likely that we'd have him back on camera. And I hope he's right, because this is an incredible deer. And as a bow hunter and hunter in general, you just never want to lose an animal like this, whether it be a doe or a 180-inch buck. That being said, I'm anxious to go back out in the field, check my cameras, and hopefully he's back on there and we can keep hunting him again. I'm not going to let the story with this deer be over, and you just stay tuned, and hopefully, whether it be this season or next season, I'll be standing behind that giant deer.